Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. Hopefully this is going to work. I'm never sure with these live broadcasts. Wait a couple of minutes and see if anyone comes on. You might not do. It's quite late on a Saturday evening, isn't it? You've probably got better stuff to do than be here listening to me. But I'm here. Let's have a look. 25 seconds. We've been going now. There's no one here. This chat is dead. Oh, hey up. There we go. There's some people here now. Awesome. Yeah. Well, here we go. Live streaming on a Saturday night. A little bit earlier than advertised. My lady's here. She's in the front room at the moment. She made me record the voice and she's watching it at the moment, and I can't really be doing with watching the voice, so I thought, why not come and hop on to a live stream now, see if anyone's about. Wow. There's a lot of comments here. That's come quicker than I thought it would. Let's try and reply to some. See what's going on. Frankie, hey up. Matthew Mitchell. Hello, Bailey. How are you doing? Awesome. There's a few of you here, I think. It doesn't tell me how many people are on, but I think there's a couple of you here, judging by the comments. Right, let's have a little look at your questions and your comments and stuff. Right. Is Will Nee with me? No, Will's not with me. I wish he was. He's a great guy, Will. What else have we got going on? Oh, stop. This is really annoying. At the moment, there's a guy, I'll tell you about this because it's quite funny. There's a guy called Callum Adams, but spelt in a different way to me. And he's been stalking me across social medias for about 3, 4, maybe even 5 months now. And he's constantly Snapchatting me, calling me on Snapchat and messaging me. And I've just never replied to them. I just opened them so he can see that I've opened them, and then I just close them again. And it really winds him up, and it's popping up at the top of my screen. He's constantly going. Right, let's see some comments. Callum Cook, hey up. You've got a good name. Best football match I've watched. What a good question there from Callum Cook. Yeah, there's 2 Callum Cooks by the look of it. Best football match I've watched was, right, I'm gonna call this. It's a big call. It was the year Blackburn Rovers won the Premiership and we beat Newcastle United 1-0 at St James's Park. And it was just an absolutely brilliant game. It was towards the end of the season, and it was the first time I thought we could actually win the title. Tim Flowers was magnificent in that game. He was absolutely brilliant. Beardsley should have scored. Amazing shot. Flowers tipped it over. Loved that game. Owen, there you go. I've said your name. Toxic, I support Blackburn Rovers. Memulus or Will? That's a good question. I like them both, to be honest with you. Will, obviously, I'm mates with now, and Memulus I've chatted with on Skype. I love both of their videos. Memulus is proper funny. Will is proper funny as well. I like them both. I couldn't choose between them. Someone says they instantly hate me. Well, water off a duck's back. Lucas, hey up, Lucas. Thoughts on Middlesbrough? They're doing really well, to be honest with you. They could do with a bit more flair in the team, but they're really, really solid, and I think they're probably going to stay up. Milo says, can my girlfriend come on the live stream? She's in there watching The Voice at the moment, and I don't think she's got much interest in coming on my YouTube channel, to be honest with you. A lot of people are a little bit worried about coming on my videos and stuff because they seem to hate that I get and stuff, and they don't really want to be kind of recognised out and stuff, so I don't know. Big glass of Ribena going on here. Misha or Leafy? I'd rather not choose either of them, to be honest with you. Leafy is a strange one. He used to be marginally funny, didn't he? But it's just got weirder and weirder as time's gone on. He reminds me a little bit now of a cross between Gollum and that kind of vaginal dwelling dwarf, Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, cross between those two. Charlie says, how am I doing going vegan? It's tough, Charlie. We got a takeaway tonight. I wanted just a normal curry, Ruby Murray, and I ended up having to get a Thai curry because they could assure me there was no animal products in there, just made with coconut milk and stuff. My stomach is dancing at the moment, to be honest with you. BuzzFeed worker, what's your sister's YouTube? I'm not giving you her YouTube. I'm not publicising it. I know most of you would go over there and give her hate and stuff, but there's enough people who hate me to go over there and watch her stupid pranks on me and make them go viral. I just don't want that happening. Yeah, Marvin's going to be a big loss. Now Swansea have recalled him. Danny Graham is a decent player, scoring goals for us. I'm just disheartened by Blackburn Rovers at the moment. The Venkies have proper messed it up. They really have. Rate Ribena out of 10. 10 out of 10. Bloody love Ribena. I could drink it all day, although I won't because I would probably die quite quickly. Simple tutorials. Yeah, Leeds are doing really well. Massively well. Better than they could have even expected to do. Gary Monk has done an outstanding job there. Right, let's try and get a handle on these messages. Slow down so I can read them. Thoughts on Fonte joining West Ham? It's a weird one, really. I don't know why he wanted to leave Southampton. I mean, West Ham are a big club, but Southampton are a really well-run club, and they're doing really well. I don't know why you'd want to jump ship over to West Ham, really. And plus, they paid £8 million for a 33-year-old, yet they balked at paying that for Defoe, who's going to score, loads of goals for them and make a bigger difference. It just doesn't make sense to me. Who am I going to send for? I'm going to send for Afghan Dan. He needs to... Well, he doesn't need to be. He's a nice bloke, to be honest with you. I've chatted to him since, but I still feel like I need to kind of put a full stop onto that incident of him sending for me and just, reply to him. So that's coming next month, my first send. Spitting those grimy bars. Right, what else have we got going on here? Opinions on Fulham. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. Tom Kearney, I miss him at Blackburn Rovers. He's quite a player. My favourite YouTuber, Emma Delaney, is iDubbbz. He's proper savage. He's proper funny. I really like him. Yeah, iDubbbz. My favourite thing from Mackie D's, that's a tough one. I like to have a quarter pounder with cheese and a double cheeseburger with 2 large fries. Perfect. Here we go. Big up Josh Waller. There you go. Do I like rugby? Yeah, I like international rugby and stuff. I used to live in just outside London for a while, down in Surrey. And it was funny, rugby was the game played by the posh boys, so I was never massively into it. But I've come to appreciate it as I got older. Say my name, Rory. There you go. But yeah, Ben Marshall's a really good player. Really good player. If Wolves get him, they've got a good player. Finley Scott's a spasmoid. There you go. What's my thoughts on Sunderland? You're going down this year. I'm sorry, but you are. You've been skirting around it for so long now. Yeah, it was inevitable. And your chairman is still not willing to spend money. Sam Dean. Yeah, I really like Memulus. I chatted to him on Skype. He's a good bloke. And I watch all his videos. He's proper funny. Yes, I'm going to prank my sister back. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the perfect opportunity. My thoughts on Britbong. I've only just discovered him, an Isle of Wight YouTuber. I'm trying to get him to follow me on Twitter. I'd really like to meet him. Maybe make a video with him or something next time I'm on the Isle of Wight. But he hasn't followed me back yet, sadly. Solomon says, please do a meet-up in Cabot Circus. I'm unsure about a meet-up. You know, as soon as I put that out there, I'm going to get so many haters turning up and chucking Tic Tacs at me and stuff. And I'm not sure if there's enough people who actually like me to turn up, to be honest with you. I would like to do a meet-up because I love chatting to you guys and stuff, but yeah. Do I rate Stormzy? Yes, I do. I bloody love Stormzy. Immy F. I've said your name. There you go. Thoughts on Little T? I don't think a lot of Little T, to be honest with you. A little Quaverhead. Oh, and there's that Callum Adams bloke phoning me again. Spasmoid. Just because he got the same name as me. Idiot. Max Freeman. There you go. Paul Martin is asking, am I a spasmoid? Well, you're quite self-aware to be asking that question, Paul, so you're probably not a spasmoid, to be honest with you. What do I think of Bradford City? Yeah, they're a decent club. You know, been a long time since they're in the Premier League. I miss them. Had some interesting players. Had Benito Carboni for a while. Stan Collymore very, very briefly. Yeah. James RUFC. That's his YouTube name. He wants me to say it. Space is salvo. Someone wants me to say that for some reason. Do I watch Scottish football? Not so much anymore, to be honest with you. I don't want to be harsh to Scottish football, but the standard has dropped massively compared to when I was young, when you had people like Paul Gascoigne playing for Rangers and, oh, what's his name? The Danish guy. He's got a really famous brother. Loads of good players at Rangers at one time. Colin Hendry, Richard Gough. Just seems like the standard's dropped. It's sad. I've never been to Southport, no. Who's my favourite on BGM? I mean, much as it pains me to say it because he sent for me, Afghan Dan is clearly the best rapper on BGM. Second favourite, probably Sofaspin, yeah. Dubs Galaxy. Ben Hewitt, up. Nanan. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Ella, but there you go. Adam Thomas. Finley Spillman. Just asking me to say your names now. Liverpool or Manchester United? It's a tough one. I used to really hate Man U when they were winning everything. And obviously, at one time, Blackburn Rovers were battling for the league with them. But yeah, you feel a bit sorry for them the last couple of years since Fergie left. But probably I'd like to see Liverpool win the league next rather than Man United if I had to choose between them. Just because it's been so long since Liverpool have won it. And yeah, that whole city would come alive if they won it. Well, the red half of the city would come alive. Charlotte Burke, apparently you're a spasmoid. Big up, Mike. Opinion on the chicken connoisseur. Yeah, he's a funny little guy, isn't he? Really funny little guy. Although I did see that he claimed Chubbs' video recently, and Chubbs is one of my boys, so I'm a little bit cross about that. Should have been fair use, to be honest with you. I watched Chubbs' video and it was really funny. A little bit tight of the chicken connoisseur to claim Chubbs' video. Thoughts on Swansea? What a good win for you today, with your new manager as well. He used to be a Blackburn coach, a Blackburn assistant manager for a very brief amount of time. Swansea always have been a well-run club up until the last couple of years. Fans had a big say in it, so I'd like them to stay up. I don't know whether they will be able to, but yeah, we'll see. M. Isle wants me to wish Kyle a happy birthday. There you go, Kyle. Have a happy birthday. Kingston in Surrey. Yeah, I've been to Kingston. As long as we're talking about that Kingston and not the one in Jamaica. I haven't been there, although I'd love to. How big is my willy? Billy Donuts, behave. Spasmoidal behaviour. Reading these comments. Leeds have got a chance to get into the Premier League. I tell you, they've got momentum. They've got some momentum going now, and that whole crowd is getting behind them. They're so desperate for success, those fans. They've been through so much that it might be enough to pull them up, to be honest with you, although it's a big ask to see either Newcastle or Brighton slip him up. But in the playoffs, yeah, they could do it. They really could. Bree Langton, happy birthday. I haven't been up to Bradford, no. It's a place to go, isn't it? What do I think about Depay leaving United? Yeah, he's another player who's gone without doing that much. Another massive loss on the transfer fee. Mourinho didn't fancy him, obviously, and you got to back your manager. You got to back Mourinho. He's really good in the transfer market, although he's good at buying players. He's not always the best at selling players. You look at Lukaku, you look at De Bruyne and the stuff who he let go from Chelsea. Yeah, you think he has let players go because he didn't fancy them. We've gone on to do brilliant things. Right, let's have a little look. Oh, it's all going too quickly, all these comments. It's really hard to read them. Oh, I tell you, my stomach is doing bloody somersaults. All these bloody vegetables and vegan food I've been having. I'm going to have to cut this short soon and pay a visit to the bathroom. Right, let's have a look. What do I think of Hull City? Yeah, I mean, their owners have messed them around so much. It's incredible that you're even competing not to go down, to be honest with you. And your new manager has done wonders since he came in. But yeah, a lot to answer for your owners in terms of the business they did and the upheaval they've done. Thoughts on Adam Johnson? He's a dirty little paedophile and he deserved everything he got. Yes, I am a skinhead. Well pointed out there, Sodden. No, you can't watch me poo. That's ridiculous. Arsenal or Spurs? That's a big question, isn't it? I'm going to answer it. It's Arsenal for me. They're actually probably my second team, my Premiership team. Yeah, I'd like to see them do well again. Just because I've always liked the way Wenger's managed. They haven't just bought their way out of stuff. They played attractive football. Although I think he's lost his edge over the last few years. I mean, he's never been the most tactically kind of magnificent manager, is he? He sets his team up very similar every single time they play, and he wants to play attacking football, which was fine, 10 years ago when you had so many different amazing players. But now it really does rely on Ozil and Sanchez to fire, and when they don't, they're in trouble. Previously, if Bergkamp and Henry weren't firing, you still had Pires, you had Lundberg chipping in with 10, 15 goals a season. So he either needs to spend more money and get a couple of other brilliant players in, a world-class striker and another good attacker, or he needs to kind of respond to what he's managing now and set his teams up just to get results, which I don't think he'll ever do. Callum, maybe. I'll say happy birthday to you. Hope you're having a good one. Brandon, no, I'm not gay. My girlfriend is in the other room watching a bloody Voice, which we recorded. Been watching a lot of Modern Family tonight. Watched it while we had our takeaway. Bloody love Modern Family. Phil Dunphy is an absolute legend. Favourite video game? Super Mario World. The first Mario with Yoshi in it. Bloody loved that game. Best ever platform game that was. So playable. Start to finish. Just loved it. Absolutely loved Mario World. Ayop Baki? Bakay? I don't know. Big up Eddie Gibson. There you go. Joey Lawrenson. Saying your name. Are you up for a training camp in Syria? Don't be trying to trick me. You're not in Syria. I'm not going to say that about following Desire. C-O-C-K. That's just dirty. My thoughts on the Payet situation. Yeah, he's a spasmoid, isn't he? If I was West Ham, I'd just hold him to ransom. Do you know what I mean? Make him train with the reserves. Keep him the rest of the season. Stick him in the reserves. Make him train with the under-21s. Why let him go? Make him pay. Unless they need the cash, then you got to do what's best for the team, haven't you? Thoughts on West Bromwich Albion? Your owner, you need to spend more money. You need to be more active in the transfer market. You can see how much frustrated Pullis is getting. And I know he doesn't play the best football or anything, but you've got to back your manager and let him sign some players. Do you know what I mean? Although I really like your chairman. Now you've got the old Blackburn chairman, and he's a really, really good operator and stuff. But, more money needs to be thrown at that club. Right, what else is going on here? Do I like cats and dogs? I like dogs. I do not like cats. They're selfish little spasmoids. I just don't get, how can you have an animal which you then let go loose to crap in other people's gardens and bully people's rabbits and stuff? Don't like them. Dogs, I love. I'm currently looking for a flat for myself, and one of the kind of sticking points and the ones I've seen is they won't let me have pets. And as soon as I move out of here, I want to get a dog. I think a dog would be awesome in my corner. I want to get a puppy, and you guys can be there from the start. Right, what else is happening here? Mitchell Fox, hey up, one of my oldest and best followers. I'm so glad he's still around. Mitchell, you're a legend, absolute legend. Bend over, spasmoid. Thoughts on Aston Villa? My cousin supports them, so I'm pretty sick of hearing about Aston Villa, to be honest with you. Got a decent manager in, size of the club, money you've got, players you've got, you should be way higher in the league. Right, let's go back to... I've watched every single Breaking Bad episode at least twice, Will Wells. I bloody love Breaking Bad. If I ever found out I had terminal illness, I'd probably do something quite similar to Walt. Love Breaking Bad. One of the best series ever. But maybe the best series ever. What else is going on here? I'm not watching Match of the Day at the moment, but I've got it recording on TiVo, so I will be watching it. Bloody love Match of the Day. I can whistle the theme tune quite well. I'll do it for you now. Right, that's enough now. Who should Arsenal get to replace Wenger as manager? I'd go for someone totally the opposite of Wenger and someone who just cares about winning, to be honest with you. That's what that club needs. I would bring in Diego Simeone if he's available at the time. Yeah, I think he'd do really well at Arsenal. Do I like Grey's Anatomy? I tell you what, I have watched a couple of series of Grey's Anatomy. Got a bit bored of it eventually. But yeah, I quite liked the first couple of series I watched. Hey up, Chloe Stevens, hello. Adam Bent, hey up. Oh, my stomach is dancing. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to have to stop the live stream here. This vegan food is messing me up, and keep this quiet because I don't really want her hearing this, but I'm going to have to go up to the bathroom. Look, I've loved streaming with you guys. It's been absolutely awesome. Thank you massively for the support, and all of those who are still calling me Tic Tac and all that rubbish in the comment section. You spasmoids, you massive spasmoids. And hey up, Lucy. I just saw that. I couldn't catch your surname, but I think you're one of my followers on Twitter. Hey up, Lucy. Awesome.